Welcome to Celebrating Everyday People, where we recognize those amazing people doing amazing work out there. My co host is Malcolm Berman, and my name is Yana Larson. You can find us on malcolmpresents.com and on Malcolm's YouTube. We also have a Facebook page, and we're on Buzzsprout in all major directories and beyond as we enhance our online presence. Today, our guest is Annette Goes, and it's a pleasure to welcome back a remarkable guest for her second appearance. Her journey is a testament to resilience and creativity. At 57, she's persevered through 9 years with a tracheostomy after an intubation complication. Rather than letting this define her, she transformed quarantine into a period of discovery, finding the platform, which she'll discuss, and drawing inspiration from virtual guides around the world. This spark led her to pursue storytelling from a new perspective, eventually becoming a guide herself. On her first visit, she talked about what led to her tracheostomy and artwork, which you can view on Celebrating Everyday People on Malcolm Presents, as well as here on Buzzsprout. We had such a fun time. We invited her back, and here she is to talk about being a tour guide. I can only think she must be one of the funnest tour guides ever. Annette, it's great to see you again. It's April. Hopefully, it's done snowing here in Ohio, where I am, and it's beautiful at your bat cave in California. I've talked with Malcolm, and he's not going to lead you off in different directions this time so that we can talk about guiding and how you got into that. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. Spring has definitely sprung in beautiful California. My allergies have just been going berserko, right? Because
Ooh.
everything is starting to bloom.
Mhm.
And spring, it really is a joyous reminder of rebirth,
It is
the cycle of summers.
rejuvenation.
Summers are miserable
Yeah, it's
where I live.
the
I mean,
the cycle of life.
it is, it is. Then you have, fall and winter where you kind of hunker down and everything seems to really stop, but it hasn't. And in the spring you have this rebirth and you're full of renewed hope and a renewed sense of joy and a renewed sense of wonder, which I, I I've always been a creative and I'm fairly childlike, and so I really rejoice in any time there's a sense of wonder. And I'll tell you that I feel like for most people, quarantine was a sense of settling into a long, cold, hard winter when the world shut down. People all of a sudden were stuck at home and they were cut off from friends and family and work that gave them well, it gives people a lot of meaning, right? When you're
And
doing
purpose and
that's right.
structure and community.
And it was scary because there seemed to be what there was it wasn't like an actual seasonal winter where you knew in February, March, come April, things would open up and bloom
Didn't
again.
know what was going to
Nobody,
happen.
yeah, nobody had any idea. And I'm going to be honest, for me, when the world shut down, um, 2020, I was only 3 years into the tracheostomy. And I was not coping well. First of all, you're kept alive, but you're not given any coping skills.
That came from you.
Nobody comes in and says, this is what you can. Oh, trust me, people are coming into the ICU every
Yeah,
20 minutes
right.
doing things. And but it was from here down, and I couldn't see it. And I didn't want to see it, and I didn't want to associate with it, and I didn't want to look at it. But yet, 3 years later, it was all I could see. It, my life had never been about my neck or my
Yeah.
throat, but suddenly I was hyper focused, and it was all I could see. It was all I could relate to, and I did not know how to go out into the world. I didn't know how to be out in the world. I didn't know how where the world was going to say that I fit. I I didn't know what I would do with that information. And meanwhile, I'm in the hospital every 6 weeks. And so you don't even have time to even adjust to that that's your new reality. So I was really in a lot of trauma. And it kind of felt like getting caught up in a wave and standing up and turning around and another one coming and grasping to hold your breath and regain focus and figure out where you are and who you are. And you come back up and it happens again because I couldn't escape this. But one day in my kitchen, so quarantine wasn't as traumatic for me as it was for some people. I actually kind of embraced it. I um I was like, oh good. I don't have to go out. I don't have to confront the things that I can't find answers to. I can just hunker down. I can just hunker down and lick my wounds. And I desperately needed that. And yet one day I'm in my kitchen, I have my little phone there because I think we all became very attached, to Netflix and our iPads and our phones and and of course that was a safe way for me to interact with the world, right? From behind a screen. Because when you're struggling to regain a sense of self, it's scary to put the experiment out there, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, and so it was a safe way. And so, Google knows everything. And the almighty Google, psychic, mind reader, spirit animal, spiritual guide, and it sends Hago into my feed as I'm scrolling. And I thought, oh, what's this? And I clicked on it and I was like, well, this is so interesting. I've always been a mental traveler, right? And I thought, well, let's check this out. And so my very first Hago, and Hago, for anybody that doesn't know it, it was a live streaming community that was birthed out of this quarantine and people not being able to travel and connect. And it was tour guides and um, not all professional certified tour guides, but these guides that would take you around to really magnificent places. Sometimes just everyday happenings
Yeah.
wherever they were in the world.
Yeah.
So, and it had a live chat, interaction, uh, component to it. And so you could connect with other people. And just like doing that, some people weren't very nice, and sometimes little snippets would break out. I mean, come on, this is real life. the nastiness and frustrations would break out in the chat. And some guys would ignore. I never did. I was like, hey, knock that off.
Yeah.
I'll pull this door over and turn it around. I did on more than one occasion. And but you have that, but then you just had this wow, you could really feel like, oh my gosh, I'm in Rome.
Yes.
I'm at the base of Machu Picchu, right? Which was my
Yeah.
very first Hagel live stream. And so I got really bit by the bug.
Oh, I was totally bit.
So many people were. It was really, really fascinating. And uh have my little favorites. Uh and sometimes listen, it got a little crazy. Uh Sometimes I'd wake up at 4 in the morning for a Hong Kong live stream with Matt.
Oh
And
no,
I
I have
thought,
to go on my hot air balloon ride, over
what?
the yeah.
And I thought, what is this life change? I mean, I'm watching the sun come up so I can be in Australia or something with Lynn, right?
Right.
And I thought, oh my God, I'm 50, excuse me, 51. And I thought, I haven't seen the sun come up since I was awake from the night before in my 20s. Those were good times. The,
Yeah. I'll
the
bet.
80s, the 80s were special. So I thought this is really uh I I, I thought how interesting. And I was excited about something for the first time in a long time.
Hmm.
And I was engaged and I was excited about learning and seeing and being in this community. And it didn't take too long before one of the most surprising things happened. And that was the day on a tour, I think with Leslie in Egypt. And I thought to myself, just out of nowhere, as most of my thoughts appear, squirrel. And I thought, well, I can do this. I can do that. I'm not in Egypt, but I can do that. And I can show people. And and the tracheostomy was for the very, very, very first time a secondary thought. Today it's being a pain.
The allergies.
That is probably what it is. Let me get some pink lemonade.
Pink's
I
the
can't I,
best.
I cannot drink pink lemonade without hearing I think it was Eddie Murphy that did a skit. Or maybe it was Steve Martin. Lemonade, that cool refreshing drink. That's the shit. No, listen, I have soundtracks in my head all day.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know. Malcolm does too. He's always breaking out in song.
he's being so quiet. It's almost
I
suspicious.
know. I
Is
think I
he there?
chastised him. I chastised him too much, I think.
You
Whoa.
chastise me for what?
He
Well, you
doesn't even
know how the
remember.
thing went the last time we did the thing.
Yeah, you were leading her off in all these different directions, and I
And
was
Yana
You,
was
you,
like, "Come
insisting
on
on
back, come
Hago.
on back."
moi?
It's listen, it's not as if I'm difficult to lead astray. Let's be honest. I will willingly
Okay,
go right
let's
off the
get back on the
reservation.
subject before you blame me again.
Yeah, okay. So back to the subject. So um I contacted Hago and I submitted on, believe it or not, a 90-second intro video. had to practice that so many times because you have to be so fast and this and that. And by that time, the inner saboteur had arrived back on the scene. So I was
Oh dear, that's
hypersensitive
saboteur.
about the trach.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I was in it. And so I had invested in all these like chiffon scarves
Oh yeah.
and I would, do them up. And looking back now, it was really silly because it was inevitable that the trach would have to make an appearance.
Uh-huh.
But at the time, it was a way of self-protection, which is a very human
Yeah.
response to fear
Right.
and and inner turmoil. And but I I soldiered on, and I remember after about a week or maybe week and a half, and what I didn't know was my onboarder at Hago had been on vacation. And so after about a week and a half, I sent my onboarder an email and I said, "Is it about the trach?" Which was silly because the trach was fairly well hidden. Um, if you can consider it being well hidden with a chiffon scarf coming an inch and a half or 2 inches out of your neck. And a couple of days later, and he was like, no, I'm gonna, you're it. Like, go to your account, and now you're gonna see. And so,
Woohoo.
and then I was like, oh, well, now I have to do it.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of great things about my town. I love my town. I was born in my town, um, and raised in San Francisco, which is only about an hour and a half away. Um, so I've always been here, I've always come back to Sacramento, though I've escaped many times. Like an escapee, I get drugged back.
Yes.
Not always kicking and screaming,
A
but
different kind of recidivism.
I just like a
Yeah.
homing pigeon. I just
Uh-huh. Go back
come
to what's
back,
familiar. Yeah.
come back.
So that's what you're doing, and
That's what I'm
how's it
doing.
going?
Well, listen, everything changed when Hago shut down.
Yeah.
And so it changed for all of us. Um, I had a great time on Hago, connected with a lot of people I've met, voyagers in real life. Um, I've met guides in real life. Lynn Schroeder from Australia, she's also a
Mhm.
Hago guide. She and I have started a community called Live Stream Events and Virtual Tours on Facebook. We have a
Oh,
calendar. We have a YouTube channel where we do guide spotlights. Um, much different than this, much crazier. This is professional, what's going on here. I mean, we have Malcolm in the control room. We have Yana at the news desk. We have me wherever the bat cave may be. But we do guide spotlights. We do virtual cooking. I do the old Hollywood streams
Oh, I
every
love
now and
those. That's where I first met you, was when you were doing your Audrey Hepburn, and that was so fun.
I'm thrilled that you found that. Next one up is Grace Kelly. Every now and
Ooh.
yeah, Grace Kelly on May 3rd. I put it on my channel, on my
Hmm.
YouTube channel, Annette Goes Adventures. And so Lynn and I really tried to, it's a public group. Right now, we're the only live stream group that's public. We have a lot of your old guides. We also have, I mean, a lot of the old Hago favorites
Mhm.
are on there. Leslie and Paul and Lynn and Matt and Elizabeth. and Vanessa from Peru,
Oh,
Alejandro.
yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of the people there, but we also plug in other live streams. So if, let's say, for Tewksbury Library might be doing something,
Oh,
or
yeah.
we plug in all that stuff into one place. John Wright, who you were talking about earlier, Yana, a big Hegel favorite.
Guys, I hate to interrupt, but our time is up.
Oh,
Darn.
And I let you talk all the way.
you did. Where did the time go?
Well, but
Well,
we get to hear a lot about Hago from I mean, I only know about the Voyager side, so that was interesting to hear the background on it. But I have stayed in contact with some of them, and I would really like to have them know about this so that we could feature and showcase them too.
Well, I
So,
have a couple guides. I'd love to send you emails about
well,
that
that
I've already
sounds
contacted. So, and
very good.
Olga,
Oh, I know. Well, she's been on our show too.
No,
So,
Olga's one of our guides.
all
send
right. So
people
Malcolm's yelling at me.
that
So,
have life like you do.
All right, listen. So
You're
we're going to
exciting.
end this the way I like to end it, and that's with the reading out of my book. But because
okay.
Malcolm hasn't said nothing this whole time, I'm going to let him choose. Now, normally I would read it by the day, which is April 3rd, but April 4th is on the same page, and I pre-read it, and it's pretty great. So, Malcolm, you get to choose. Do you want the reading entitled You Are, or an exercise in what if?
What do you prefer?
I prefer that you finally give something of value to this stream and tell me what you'd like.
Well, what repeat the choices. Which one is the shortest? Because we don't have time.
You
Oh,
are
Malcolm, we have a
is the
little
Okay,
time.
but
shortest.
you are.
Okay, you are. It takes courage to be your true self, vulnerability to allow others to see you, and wisdom to know that, regardless of what life tosses your way, you are enough. You are courageous. You are vulnerable. You are wise. You are enough.
That's so beautiful. And so are you.
Thank you, Yana. So are you. And Malcolm, so are you.
Ah,
All right. I'll do the official ending
the
now.
official ending. Thank you very much.
We hope you have enjoyed our show. And if you have any questions or comments, please send us a message at malcolmpresents@gmail.com. Remember, you can find us at malcolmpresents.com and on YouTube, and Celebrating Everyday People on Facebook and Buzzsprout. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.